Okay. So good day. Our next example, our third example for chapter 2. Okay. So again from the book of Andrew Pytel in Engineering Mechanics Statics 3rd edition. Okay. So ito yung ikatlong tanong natin. So ang susubukan naman nating isolve is itong 2.6. Okay. So the forces P1 is equal to 110 pounds, P2 is equal to 200 pounds, and P3 is equal to 150 pounds are equivalent to a single force R. Okay? So determine the magnitude of R and the coordinates of point where the line of action of R crosses the YZ plane. Okay? So without further ado, try natin i-solve. Okay? So ito yung figure niya. So, meron kang P1, P2, tsaka P3. Okay, so nasa XYZ plane siya. So, ibig sabihin naka 3 dito. Okay? So, from this, masosolve natin, dapat nating i-break down itong P1, P2, tsaka P3 in terms of components. Ibig sabihin, dapat may X, Y, and Z components siya. And of course, not all of these forces may have all the components. So, some of its components is 0. Okay? For example, itong P1, obviously, nasa Y axis lang siya. Ibig sabihin, J. Okay? Dito naman kay P2, X and Y component lang, meron siya. Wala siyang Z. 0. At ito naman kay P3, obviously, X and Z component siya kasi nakalay siya sa XZ plane. X lang tsaka Z yung component niya. Walang Y. Okay? So, without further ado, okay, so ipapakita ko yung yan yung solution natin. Okay, so kinopya ko lang yung drawing. Okay, so yan. So yung hinahanap natin una is yung magnitude ng R. Okay, so ito yung solution. Okay, so sinulat ko muna yung P1, P2, tsaka P3 yan. P1 is 110 pounds, P2 is 200 pounds, and P3 is 150 pounds. Okay, so kuna tayo. Okay, so the next one is kinonvert ko into vector form. Okay, so here, sa sinabi ko na, obviously, itong P1 is nakalay siya sa X, sa parallel siya kay Y-axis. Okay, so nakikita nyo naman, ito yung, okay, so yan yung P1 natin. Yan o. Yan yung P1 natin. Parallel sa Y-axis. Kaya, yung component niya is nasa Y-axis lang. So, 110J. Okay? Yung I sa X yun. Yung may J sa Y component yun. At yung K naman is sa Z component. So, ito, Y component lang meron siya. At saka positive kasi nakaharap sa atin. Okay? Nandito siya sa positive side. Kapag on the other way around siya, pag nandun yung direction niya, magiging negative siya. Pero dito, positive siya. Okay? So, kay P2 naman, obviously, meron siyang 25 degrees. Okay? So, yung opposite ng 25 degrees is yung y-axis. Kaya, yung y-axis, yung sign, may sign. O kaya dyan, sign. Yung y-axis, yung may sign, yung may J. Tsaka yung sa kabila, yung adjacent is, ito yung angle, ito yung adjacent niya. So, yung adjacent niya yung cosine. So, negative cosine 25 degrees. Bakit negative? Okay, so tingnan natin yung direction ng P2. So, yung P2 niya is from here to there. Okay? So, technically, papunta siya doon. Kaya yung X component niya is negative. Kasi, okay, ito yung tip ito yung ito yung tail. So kapag nag-diminish ka niyan, okay, so if you try to comprehend yung x component mo dyan, kasi papunta siya doon na direction nandito yung x-axis na positive. Pero yung P2 papunta siya doon, kaya yung x niya is negative. Kaya ganyan, negative 200 cosine 25. Tsaka adjacent siya kay 25 degrees na angle, kaya negative cosine 25 degrees times 200. Tsaka itong y-axis, so ulitin ko kung bakit sine yung ginamit, kasi opposite siya, kaya 200 sine 25. Kay P3 naman, yung P3 is 150 pounds. Okay? So makikita nyo yung adjacent niya is si x-axis pa rin. Pero yung direction niya is papunta doon. Nandito, papunta dito sa atin yung x-axis na positive, kaya yung x component niya is negative. Negative 150, then adjacent siya kay yung x-axis is adjacent side ng 40 degrees, kaya cosine. Okay? Kapag adjacent, cosine. Kapag, okay, alalahanin yung SOHCAHTOA, yung sine is opposite, cosine is adjacent, and then tangent is opposite over adjacent. So, ganun yung SOHCAHTOA. Magagamit din ito dito. Kaya, 150 sine 40. Okay? 150 ang P3, sine 40. Yun yung Z component. Yan. Ito yung, okay, ulitin natin. Ito yung P1, P2, and P3 respectively in terms of X, Y, in terms of components. Okay? So, yung gagawin natin is i-add natin sila lahat. So, ito yung mangyayari. So, kapag in-add natin sila lahat, ito yung vector form ng resultant natin. Okay? Add natin lahat yung may I, may J, tsaka may K. So, yung resulta is negative 296.168I plus 194.524J plus 96.418K. Okay? Accurate to 3 decimal places. Okay, so para makuha natin yung resultant niya in terms of scale, okay, in terms of magnitude, is, kasi naka-component pa to, kaya gamit tayo ng Pythagorean theorem. Pero for 3D, square root of the sum of the squares of all the components. So, square mo to lahat, and then square root. Yan yung resultant. 367.221. Okay? So, yan yung tanong. Yan yung, okay? So, ito yung tanong. Saka ito yung sagot sa A. Okay? So, yan yung sagot sa A. We find the magnitude of R. Okay? So, speaking of, okay? So, I hope, okay? So, yan yung sagot natin. So, A lang yung nasagutan natin dito. Okay? So, pero I hope na naintindihan nyo. Okay? So, yan yung tanong. Saka, yan yung solution. Okay? So, kung may tanong kayo, please comment down your questions, okay, on the comment section.